I have gathered here to do the Sahasrara Puja. Sahasrara, the word Sahasra, in Sanskrit language means 1000. And there are 1000 petals in our brain which get enlightened. These are really the nerves. 1000 nerves which are there for the enlightenment of the brain. So when the Kundalini rises, she enlightens those 1000 nerves. Whatever I say, it is you who has to stand up and see for yourself what you have to say. Because you have to use now your will. And for that, you have to develop yourself to have pure will, the pure desire of God Almighty. The integration not only outward but inward. Like, first of all, whatever we did, our mind used to say one thing, our heart used to say another thing, our brain used to say another thing. Now what has happened? That all these three things have become one. So whatever your brain says is absolutely acceptable to your heart, absolutely acceptable to your attention. So you yourself, you have become now integrated. Many people write, Mother, I want to do it, but I can't do it. Mother, it's my desire to do it, but I can't do it. Not now. Now you are completely integrated and you can easily do the whole thing very well. If you want to examine yourself, you should try to find out, am I integrated or not? Whatever I am doing, am I doing with my full heart or not? With my full attention or not? I have seen that you do with full heart and full intelligence, but full attention is not there. Still the attention, which is the first thing that was enlightened, is not fully used. So the whole attention should be absolutely there, that I have to do this thing with full attention. Otherwise the integration is not complete. Integration is partial. So these three things have to be completely integrated. So the integration of all the chakras comes in. Like whatever you do has to be auspicious. Whatever you do has to be with full attention. Whatever you do has to be absolutely religious. So like that, all these centers are being absolutely one, integrated power that you have. So the whole life should be integrated. Now say somebody's husband is not that level, or somebody's wife is not of that level. You shouldn't bother. You should just bother about yourself. Don't expect anything from anybody else. It is your duty which is important. You have to fulfill your duty and you have to work it out yourself. Unless and until you understand that it is your individual being which has achieved it. And it's the individual being which has to realize it. It's the individual being that has to become one, integrated with the rest of them. If you start putting things, many times I've seen, if I say something, people start thinking that I'm saying for somebody else. They never take it for themselves. So, we have to see what is my gain. I've got financial gains, say, I've got physical gains, I've got mental gains, I've got joy, happiness. That's not the only thing. That should not be the only criteria. But what you should have is the understanding of your own personality, which is being specially fashioned many lives for you to come in this life to get your realization, to do the further work of will of God. Every moment when you see a miracle taking place, you do realize that is all done by Param Chaitanya. Well, what is Param Chaitanya? Is the will of Adi Shakti. And what is Adi Shakti? Is the will of God. So it's all whatever is done, is all fixed entities, we can call them, or these vibrations are like, we can say, DNA tips. They all know how they have to fashion. See, today it's very sunny, everybody is surprised. How can they have? So many things happen like this. The other day we had Havan, it was absolutely sunny. So the whole cosmos is working for you. You are on the stage now and you have to see to it. But if you don't have faith in yourself, if you are not confident as to what you are, how can you help? How can you work out yourself and work out all the problems of the world, which are created only by human beings? So we have to absolutely overthrow all these dominations on us. First, from science, we can prove everything. That Sahaja Yoga, whatever it has said about science, has been proved. So we can through science, which is just all the time in the flux, it's changing all the time. Then the so-called religions that we have, so-called religions, because people who have been Catholics, who have been Protestants, who have been Hindus or Muslims or this and that, they all have got that thing on their heads. And this has to be thrown away. We have to become a new personality. After realization, as I said, you become like a lotuses from the mud. So now you have become lotuses, and the lotuses have to throw away all this dead mud. Otherwise, fragrance won't be there. That one has to achieve, is to throw away all these shackles which are which are killing you. Which are of no use but a burden, and beautiful lotuses as you are. You have to understand that the whole fashioning has been done so carefully, with such sweetness, with such delicacy. So first of all, we must have respect for ourselves. We must have affection and love for others. And we must have, respect means we must have discipline. We have to have the discipline. Because if you respect yourself, you will definitely discipline yourself and you will make it available. Now, as you can realize that from my life itself, that I work very hard, travel a lot, much more than any one of you can do. Because I have the will that I have to bring this world to that state of enjoyment, to that state of happiness, to that state of divinity, where they realize what is their glory, what is the glory of their Father. So I work very hard, and I never even think that something will go wrong with me, or this will happen, what will happen. I never have bothered you about my family life, about my children, about anyone. Whatever problems I had, I am dealing with them myself. But here I get such big, big letters from Sahajogis, writing about their daughter, their son, this thing, that thing. Another thing is attachment to family is the biggest burden on your heads. And all the time, you are worried about your children, you are worried about this, you are worried about that. That's not your responsibility. Please try to understand. That's the responsibility of God Almighty. You can't do better than Him, can you? But when you try to take the responsibility, He says, all right, look after. And the problems start. Detachment is the word one should understand in a proper sense. When I ask people, why do you throw things here and there, say, we are detached. Wonderful way. And what about your children? You cling on to them. What about your own things? You cling on to them. For a small little thing, they'll bother my head. And, well, it belongs to me or to Sahaja Yoga, then they'll have a very nice time with it and throw it away wherever they fit. I mean, this kind of irresponsible people, how can you call them divine? How can they be saintly people? Saintly people not only are responsible for themselves, but for everyone. Very slowly, smoothly, sweetly, with great affection, I have brought you to this level. I didn't ask you to go to Himalayas or stand on your heads or to donate all your properties to me, nothing of the kind. We have managed it in a very, very beautiful manner. Now further, when you have to go further, then you have to understand that your duties are to be fulfilled by you and by nobody else. But these duties are done by you, are towards your family, towards your house, towards this, towards that. No duties towards Sahaja. So when you were, before Sahaja Yoga, you were not attached to anyone. In the sense you are only attached to yourself, self-centered. Now you have widened your circle a little more, that now you are attached to your wife, to your children. But that's just the same. That is also selfish. Because they are your children, you think. They are not your children. They are the children of God. I hope all of you are intelligent enough to understand your responsibility and work it out. This is a very important thing that has happened to you, that Sahasrara has opened. Now you can prove the existence of God, His will, everything to the whole world. Nobody can challenge Sahaja Yoga. Those scientists who will challenge can be told. Anybody, whether you are a scientist, economist, politician, anything, everything can be explained in the light of Sahaja Yoga and can be proved that there's only one politics, that is of God, one economics, that is of God, and there is only one religion, that is of God, is Vishwa Nirmal Dharma. It can be proved. There's nothing to be afraid of or to worry about. This all can be proved to the scientists and to the other intellectuals and to some few people if they want to listen to us. If they don't want to listen to us, forget it. Because we are so powerful, why should we worry about them? But if they are willing to listen to us, then it's better that we tell them, now we have discovered this great power. And if it works out, if this great power works out, then only we can really fashion the whole world in a new way. I have great hopes from you people, but the seriousness with which you should take such. For example, even meditation people don't do. Simple thing like meditation you people don't do, I can't understand. How will you grow without meditation? Unless and until you become thoughtlessly aware, you cannot grow. So you have to at least meditate morning, evening. There are many people who are not even collective by temperament. If they are staying in an ashram, they just think that ashram life is no good. And such people should really get out of Sahaja Yoga. Because they have not yet understood what is Sahaja Yoga is. Without collectivity, how will you grow? How will you assemble your power? You see, you know very well that in a sangha, in a group, in combining together, only you can be strong. It's a fact that if you have one stick, you can break it, but if you put many sticks together, you cannot break it. But there are still people I know who are still not so much in collectivity. Shows how poor they are in their understanding of their own self. And they are telling me that, Mother, we don't want to stay in the ashram now anymore. So they should get out of Sahaja Yoga. Without the collectivity, you cannot grow. Without the discipline of Sahaja Yoga, you cannot grow. It's better to have 10 people of good quality than to have 1,000 useless people. That's what is the will of God. So now, as you are today here, so many people, I'm really enamored to see so many people out there. And we have done so much of our growth and grown out of all those nonsensical things that we were following. But today, we have to take a vow that I'll now fashion my life according to the will of God. Absolutely. And dedicate myself to that. No family, no other considerations, just forget it. Nothing so important. Everything can be looked after by the will of God. So if you just try to follow the will of God, your children will look looked after, everything will be looked after. You don't have to worry for anything. And that works. Just try to understand that you have problems because you don't want to give those problems to God. You want to keep it to themselves. That's why you have problems. If you decide that no, I just want to give these problems to the God's will, finished. Also there are some who want to say that we are not so capable, whether we can't do it. Saying like this also is stupid. You test yourself. See for yourself. So first of all, one has to understand, why do we say such a thing? Maybe that we are very money oriented, that we want to have money to ourselves or something like that. Or some people are there who talk of business also in surgery. There must be something like a money orientation or some sort of a material attachment that they say that we are not capable, we cannot change. The second could be this mamatva, as they call it, the attachment to your family, children, this, that. Or this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. This could be the second reason, that you think that you are not bold enough or you are not strong enough to do such. Thirdly, could be that you are still playing with your old habits and that you are enjoying your other things you people tell me is not of importance. Main thing is that you should all ascend higher and higher and compete with each other in getting into higher situation. As it is, I think, in such a short time, we have achieved a lot, no doubt. But still, we have to speed up and work it out. I'm sure that this new science, or we can say which is the absolute science, will one day outshadow the other science and tell people that this is what it is in your hands, you work it out. So today is the day we celebrate by which we have opened absolutely a new dimension, absolutely a venue of great divinity, of the proofs of divine. And this is something so great that we can really finish all the illusions they have about themselves, about their ego. We can manage that. That power you all have. May God bless you.